Good morning, happy Sunday, and welcome to episode 67. Can't believe I've been doing this every week for 67 weeks. It's incredible to me. And we're going to use the Sand and Sea suite today. What do I need to tell you? I've got 4 people that shared last week's Hydrangea Hill DSP. So I got my little tetrahedron dice, so I'll do that in a minute when you can see what I'm doing. Don't forget that there is the hostess special going on at the moment. So if you are a hostess, or actually if you just place a large order with you and some friends, or you, because there's quite a lot of good stuff that makes it very easy to get to $250. If you get to $250, normally you would get $25 of free product. At the moment, you're going to get $50 of free product until it's about another week to go. So just wanted to remind you of that. I also want to remind you that I have my mail and make going. And so if you're interested in my mail and make, the simplest, well, it's on my Facebook page, but the simplest way is to join my mail list, and you'll get an email, and then you can just press a button for which one you want. So it's another reason to join my email list. There's a tab above with email sign up, and you can fill that in, and then you'll be good to go. So let me turn you down so that you can see what's going on. Oh, sorry, I'm pointing you up at the lights, aren't I? There we go. So that's not quite right, is it? It's a bit stiff. I think we're good there. So, yes, let's change my glasses so I can really see what I'm doing. So I've got Kim, Linda, Barbara, and Kathy in that order, and we'll throw the dice. It's 4. So it is Kathy. Just mark that. Otherwise I won't remember. So I've already got the card ready. So I decided it made sense that if we're sharing, that's a bit wonky, isn't it? If people were sharing the Hydrangea Hill, then the card ought to be one of the Hydrangea Hill ones that I made. So this suite is quite impressive. It's called the Sand and Sea suite, and it consists of the Seaside Seashells dies. Say that 6 times fast. Which should just have 6 dies, but this one's really special. So it's got that. It's got the stamp set, Friends Like Seashells, and there's it's just really pretty, lots and lots of sentiments. And then this is the really exciting piece. Let me grab something to put behind it so you can see it better. It's an embossing folder, which you may or may not know actually goes with the dies. So the die you can emboss and then cut, and you get up. Well, you'll see, because I've done that. So it's really cool. So let me move these out of the way, and I'm going to show you what we're making today. Let's put that over there. So here's what we're going to make. So this is, I hope you can see the embossing. Yes, you can. I took a piece of the DSP and I embossed it. And I thought it was utterly gorgeous. And I couldn't really see it wanted a sentiment. And I remember before I made cards, I used to go to the store to buy a card, and I always looked for ones that didn't have sentiments on the front. And then when my brother's college roommate's wife had, when he came down to visit, she'd given him a task to buy some cards from me. And he said, have you got any that don't have sentiments on them? I thought, no, actually, I tend to put sentiments on them. So with that in mind, I was kind of thinking about making things without sentiments on. And this one I felt was really, really a good one for that. So let me just, did I cut it all? Let me show you this is the paper. And so we're going to use this one and this one. And I think it's this. Yes, so this piece was, actually, let me get it out and show you it. And there's some really nice pieces in here. That's pretty good, but this is of course retiring. So, or will be retiring at the end of the month. So if you want this, you'll have to get it soon. So you can see that I took a piece from here. And it's getting darker and more, I don't know if I'd say it's more interesting, but the pale papaya ribbon also went very well with it. So that's the first one. So then I stepped it up a bit and I did the same thing. I embossed, but then I die cut it, and that's what you get when you die cut it. So I'll show you how we're doing that. And then here was just one. I wanted to use this sentiment. Friends are like seashells, you collect them along the way. Isn't that a great sentiment to send to one of your good friends? So that's what we're going to make. So let me put these over here. Move the paper, which is now all in my way, and I'll get my pack. Now, when you place an order with me of $25 or more, I'll send you this pack. Well, obviously not this one, but a pack similar. So let me just open this and take the first, down to the first, there we go, card base. Well, obviously I have already done the embossing, because otherwise you'd just be watching me embossing, which I don't think you need to see. I'm pretty sure you know how to emboss. If not, just let me know and we can discuss that. So what, I almost did it again. So I'm going to put this piece of the pale papaya ribbon across here before I attach it. So let's just say about here. So put some glue down there and on the other side. And yes, I think about there. And then I can put this one you saw how little glue I put down, and I'm managing to stick my fingers to it everywhere. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I don't think I need quite that much. Now we can stick this to the card base itself. Yep, I'm still using up my snail. So I'm going to put this down like so. And then I thought I'm going to put this, that's not quite straight. Oh well. You can just make a bow and put it on top, but then this doesn't look as if you've tied a bow, because it should be squished, pulled in, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, got this piece, and I'm now going to tie a bow over it. Well, first I'm going to do the this, and that will pull it in, and so it looks as if I really did tie a bow, which I mean in one piece with, but this is an easier way to do it, so I like to do it upside down because then it turns up the right way. Yeah, I know it's a bit crazy, but the tails will be going down. I think I overestimated how much I would need a bit, but there you go. Maybe a bit smaller. Yep, that's nice. If you want, you can put it down with a glue dot, but I don't think it really needs it. Just put that there. Get rid of that. Okay, maybe. And then I've got some, what are these called? Opal rounds. Now, on the original, I actually used the elegant faceted gems, but although I do have a few extra packs, I've finished the clear ones. But, you know, don't worry. Here's another one. Here's more. But I thought, you know, I like these opal rounds as well, quite a lot, because they've got the, well, opal-y look in them, right, kind of thing. So, yes, I think they're rather special. So let's figure out where we want to put these. So I think about there. Nice. And then, oops, come on. And then maybe here. Oops. There we are. Could use my take a pick tool, that works pretty well too. In fact, I think I will, because this one is being recalcitrant. There we go. And I think there. Just a few decorative touches. So, there you go. That's the first one. Now here's the second one. It's got wink of Stella on it, if you can see. And let's just get the package, the stuff. So I did the embossing and then I cut it out with the die cuts. So you have to take off the edge, there's kind of an edge that is, well, yeah. So I need to get rid of the stuff I don't want. So you just take this off one way or the other. And I've got little pieces here to pop out. There we go. And this one. Being a little reluctant, but we'll just push this out. Might worry about that in a bit, because this was 6 inches, because the dies are quite long and I don't need it this long, so I might, that piece might get trimmed. I assume it's because in other countries their basic card size is different from in the US. I know that the Brits are, you know, their cards are longer, and so this makes sense. So let's just get that piece out. Oh, I'm making a mess. Let me just get rid of the rubbish. There we go. So I've got this lovely piece. Well, actually, before that, here's another piece of the DSP that I have decided would be the backing. So let me just put that on, and then I'll show you what we do next, which is a little bit of trimming. So, okay, that one ran out. Let's use this one. Actually, it doesn't need anything that major to stick on a bit of DSP, does it? So, I'm just going to add this to my card. And then, when we look at this, we can see that it's falling off the card, right? So, let me get this piece squared away. Obviously didn't die cut it. I did it twice, but it's not quite, well, maybe it is. Ah, yeah, there we go. So, I can put this down here happily. Oh, hang on, I just spotted another piece that I didn't punch out, here and here. So you can have them over the edge a bit, but this one is going to fall off the edge. So I'm going to it's easier for me this way. I'm just going to shorten it a bit. And then I think a little bit more. There we are. Now it doesn't actually fall off the card, because something that small would get quite seriously damaged. I want it all on the paper, on the card base, I mean. Yeah, and I kind of like how it's slightly off the DSP as well. It's rather fun. So make sure you haven't left any bits that have been cut out, because apparently that's quite easy to do. I think we're good to go. So let me get my, actually I guess I can use my snare for the long pieces. And then I'm going to need my green multi-purpose stuff. Okay, just get a bit of a scrap, and that's the only time you'll see me tearing the card. I don't like torn card on cards. Just, it's not neat enough for me, so that's why. That's the only time you're going to see me do that. So I'm just going to add some little bits of this glue to the edges, so that it is, because trying to put snail on that would not work obviously, so I'm just going to put a few dots at the ends of things to make it glue down happily. Doesn't need a lot, but don't want it waving around. So I think that should be enough. So now we are going to put this down. Oh, oops. Yeah, I did it the wrong way up. I did my, oh lordy. So what am I going to do with that? Because that is not going to work. Well, just assume that that's what I did. I actually put it on the other side and it was all good. So, and here's what it would look like. And I also put Winkestella on it, on all the shells, so that they would sparkle too. And I think that works quite well. This one I'm gonna have to do all over again. So I'm not gonna waste your time because you can see what I did or what I would have done if I hadn't put the glue on the wrong side. And I assume you're all screaming at me saying, no, 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 don't do it on that side. And I couldn't hear you. So that's the second one. And the final one has a lot of gold embossing. I do like gold embossing. So let's do the first piece, which is, I think it's that way around. Yes, it is. So let's do this. Get my little pot of gold embossing powder and I think it's a whelp. No, I'm not sure actually. Okay, you know what? I don't think I know what it is. So I'm going to stamp off and then stamp it down. Okay. Oh, I'm going to need that in a minute, aren't I? Actually, I'm going to move this over. If that goes here, right, ish, that's where we need the sentiment. So let's, and now I can move this carefully over here so it's safe. Oh, where was I going to put it? Right about there. Okay. So then we can put the embossing powder on here too. Now we can get rid of the embossing powder so it doesn't go everywhere. And you know, it's got a little pot and it still manages to get all over the place. Oh well, it is what it is. I do love embossing. So if you've got your volume up, you might want to turn it down a bit. I'm just heating the other side to bend it back again. And there it goes. There we are. Then we do the sentiment. Don't forget to make sure that you allow your heat tool to heat up first, because then it's quicker to do the actual melting of the powder, which means you get less bending of the card that you're using. So let's put this on its backing. Yes. Okay. Which way was it again? It's the other way. Yes. So there we are. And then this goes right here. So let's add that. That's wonky, it's messing with my head. So there we go. So let's bring in what we've done. What we would have done if I wasn't such an idiot and put it on the wrong side. The glue, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh well, these things happen, right? So, as I said, when you place an order with me for $25 or more, I will send you the pieces you need to make these. What else do I need to tell you? My mail and make is out. It's $38 for the class with the tutorial, and you can also add on the bundle for the whole thing is $70. So and if you would share this video that I've just made, I will put you into my raffle for next week, and you'll get one of these cards as a thank you. So plus a little, it's usually an embellishment as well. So I hope you enjoyed this, learned from my mistakes, hopefully, and I'll see you next Sunday. Okay, bye.